when you're in a battle, political battle, the 2028 presidential election battle, there's going to be conflict. There's going to be conflict. There's no doubt about it. And so, there are opponents who will say, well, this is dividing the party. Well, what do you expect when it's the primary phase of the election? You're supposed to go against each other because the best man should win. And so there is going to be that political battle in the primary phase of the election. And it's not just on the Republican side, it's also on the corrupt Democrat Party elected official side. And so, look, there will be that rhetoric, I would expect it from some people who are not potentially planning on supporting my campaign at the primary phase of the election on the Republican side. Maybe some on the Democrat side will politically attack me on this as well and say, well, this is dividing the party. Well, look, the 2028 presidential election cycle is a battle, and we're going to fight it, and I'm going to fight it very strong. There's no backing down. We're going to win this, and we're going to win this big. And it's the case with every election cycle. Now, let me say this. You talked about uniting the Republican Party as well. I will say this. I will be the greatest uniter that God has created, along with President Donald J. Trump. I'll be the greatest uniter that God has created, not just for the Republican Party, but for the entire United States of America, for the greatest country in the world, the United States of America. And I know to a large extent how I would go about it, but I do not want to, share my, I guess you could call it strategy or whatever you want to call it. I don't want to share it with you right now. I will say this. If I become the Republican nominee in the 2028 presidential election cycle, primary phase of the election, if I win the primary phase of the election, get the necessary number of votes to become the Republican nominee, I will be the greatest uniter that God has created. And it'll be a tremendous, tremendous thing for our country, because I believe I'm the right man to lead the country. So there's a lot of ways you can go about uniting the party. Prior to uniting the party, there's going to be a battle. There's going to be a battle in the 2028 presidential primary phase of the election. I'm ready for it. Whatever comes my way, there's no backing down. I said this on a campaign social media post recently. I will not bend. I will not break. There is no way I back out of this election, and we're going to win. I will never surrender. We're going to win, and we're going to win big. Because like I said, I believe I'm the right man to lead our country as the biggest, most loyal supporter of the greatest and the 47th president of the United States of America, Donald J. Trump, and as a believer in Jesus Christ as Lord and Savior.